feticcio. Oh. Impostazioni. Basta. Ok, ci siamo, ci siamo. Allora, la prima volta che gioco a questo gioco l'ho iniziato qualche giorno fa e ho provato, diciamo, la prima parte della creazione del personaggio e le prime missioni, le prime 2 o 3 missioni. Diamo un'occhiata adesso al gioco come si deve. Quindi farò una bella sessione di gameplay, vediamo un po'. Alcune persone me l'hanno consigliato, visto che a me piaceva giocare a giochi tipo Skyrim, Fallout, così, dai.
Let's talk when you're free.
Me l'hanno consigliato. E stiamo a vedere, vediamo un po' com'è. Allora, ero arrivato in città, qui su questo pianeta dove sono sbarcato, dove sono stato mandato. E devo praticamente adesso andare a fare una missione con sta tizia che è la figlia del sindaco, da quello che ho capito. Quindi ci avviamo, vediamo come funziona. Ok, dovrei andare da questa parte qui, c'è l'indicatore, quindi indicatore tranquillissimo alla Fallout o come qualsiasi altro gioco. La grafica non è che sia così entusiasmante, non ha niente da invidiare al gioco, appunto, a tanti altri giochi come anche Fallout 4, che anche se ha i suoi anni, secondo me, a primo impatto rimane un passo avanti a questo. Però non affrettiamoci a dare giudizi e vediamo un po' come si mostra questo gioco. Allora, ok, la tizia com'è? La tizia com'è? La mappa come fa? Ah, questo è il menu. Va bene. È un po' lento a caricare questi dettagli. Oh, la mappa. Fa vedere se mi ricordo. Ok, eccoci qua. Mappa. Dobbiamo arrivare qua su. Missione attiva. Va bene, andiamo a vedere. Via. Corriamo. Ok, questi sono dei predoni, quindi come già attaccarli. Allora, munizioni, prendiamo tutto. Vedere, che cazzo. Ah beh, per dare gli ordini alla tipa, va bene. C'era. La prendiamo, dopo la vendiamo. Questo smembrato. Gambe andate. Dovrebbe essere sempre di quel. Ora, questo scagnozzo. Andiamo. Scagnozzo predone. Raccogliamo tutto. Sta roba? Ah, ok, quelle erano solo delle casse, perfetto. Allora, cassa esplosiva. Vabbè, dirigiamoci verso sta missione. Altri 2 predoni qua. E quelli? Capobanda predone. Cazzo, questo è tosto, Aia. Che cazzo. Merda. Ah. Fa un po' cagare. Fa un po' cagare la mira, la gestione dell'arma. Sono sincero, fa un po' cagicchiare. Stiamo a vedere un attimo, dai. Vediamo che cazzo. Allora, ricominciamo da qua.
You got a minute?
Dai, andiamo a Troiona. Mm. Allora, riproviamo a fare sti cazzo di predoni. Ah, qua dentro si può andare in ste case. Comunque, devo capire come faccio anche a curarmi, perché adesso con questo salto. Ah, già, è vero, c'ho anche... Sì, 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 adesso mi ricordo, adesso mi ricordo. Adesso mi ricordo. Allora, quindi facciamo subito sti predoni.
Here we go.
È troppo sensibile, fai fatica. Vai vedere. Ok, mi curo. Un po' di roba prendiamo da sta merda. Oh. Allora, fa vedere. Preparazione oggetti, è importante mantenere sempre. Ok, e vabbè. E questa è la mia pistola. 22. Sempre uguali. Beh, per ripararle. Per ripararle. Ok, ripara. Va bene. Dov'è che vedo la condizione? Eccola qui, 69%. Questa è 100%, prendo questa qui. Allora, se voglio ripararla. Non me la dà da riparare però. Aspetta, forse devo andare qua. Modifiche, no. Questa roba, armatura 3. Armatura 4, 4, ok.
Attacking. Eyes up. I'm on it.
Dov'è? Dov'è la tipa? Ok, capobanda. Ora la tipa dove l'hanno fatta secca? Ah, qui, va. Eccola qua. Che posto?
Sorry. I. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't. It's just.
Guardi.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Beh.
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her. Mr.
Vabbè, comunque
Thompson's
sia,
aiming to take away their power.
mi sembrano cattivi sti
They'll have
disertori,
no lights to
poretti.
see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It just... It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Oh. Ah.
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody,
Ok.
it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Ok, dai. Va bene. Allora. Quindi situazione... vediamo cosa ho raccolto da quello lì. Ho raccolto un'armatura. Questa è buona. Minchia, butto su subito il motore dei predoni. Guarda che roba. Non male, non male. Oh, va bene, questa la buttiamo su. Armi, cosa... Cazzo. Questa roba da mischia. Possiamo anche combattere con una roba del genere. Allora, proviamo con questa qui a gonfiarli. Lei ha detto di andare a parlare con quel tizio prima di andare alla missione. Magari andiamo a sentire un attimo con quel tizio. Vediamo che cazzo ne viene fuori. Già che siamo, però diamo un'occhiata qua. Sono due predoni? Una cassa. Andiamo su. Ah, si aprono le porte allora. Scarafaggi. Ah, pensa te. Nemico ucciso. Questa. Hacking 3 secondi. Però non posso hackerarla. Ah, qui c'è. Raccogliamo un po' di robina. Qui cosa abbiamo? Derivatore. Derivatore. Qui abbiamo. Raccogli unguento. Ah di sotto c'è quella roba. Questa è da scassinare. Non posso, non c'ho abbastanza. Qui come siamo messi? Me ne manca uno. Vedere se delle volte di sopra becco qualche volta per terra. No, no. Andiamo a vedere un'altra casa se c'è qualcosa. Anzi, qua distributore automatico. Oh, distributore automatico, vediamo un po'. I distributori automatici offrono una grande varietà di oggetti per l'acquisto principale. Ah, ma pensate. Basta. E i soldi? Fai vedere? Ah, i miei bit. Eccoli qua. Allora, io per fare quel lavoro che volevo fare su di sopra mi servirebbero. Pistola leggera non mi interessa. Eccolo qua. Tagliatrice leggera. Quello non sarebbe male. Però a me in realtà mi interesserebbe padrino, vero? È quello che mi serve per aprire. O quello lo posso aprire. Quello lo posso aprire. Sto pensando. Cazzo di oggettistica mi serve? Oh, derivatore. Ah, il derivatore, vedi? È il grimagnetico. Derivatore. Allora, col grimagnetico posso aprire quello. Apriamo. Attività criminali. Società non vede di buon occhio. Tutti i giochi. Versione studente. Premio cooperativa per i tenuti. Bene. Questo ristorante. Andiamo su. Ok. Beh, quindi quelle si possono aprire a quanto pare. Ma non tutte, vero? Mi sa. Non tutte. A vedere. Questo non si apre. Beh, ho potuto aprire alla fine. Questa è chiusa, è da scassinare. Andiamo a parlare con quel cazzo lì di vicario Max. Vediamo cosa ci dice. Per forza. Ah, vedi? Devo mettere via.
I've always felt
Fammi entrare la
weird in here.
canzone.
It's too clean.
Vero.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic, Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Oh.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as... then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return. Not if things are left to stand as they... If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, Collector's Library in Emerald Vale. The Collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. Retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who overrun the property. They're better than me. I'd pay a hook. What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never. I mean, I just want to... Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Va bene, dai.
Glad we see eye to eye.
Non mi interessa, una volta che mi
It's a
paga.
handwritten
Sono a
journal.
posto.
A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Perfetto. A questo punto No. Va bene. No, beh, ci può stare. Sì, va bene. Cosa c'ha più? Altrimenti gli può bastare. Questo. Interessante. Bello il discorso di gestire anche i compagni di squadra, non male come roba. Allora, fatto questo, possiamo continuare col viaggio. Mm. Ora le navicelle. Ok. Sì, beh, praticamente siamo arrivati in sta zona del cazzo. Facciamo una bella roba quasi quasi. Facciamo il giro. Mm. Vedi, qui era dove eravamo arrivati. Ok. Vediamo un po' questi edifici se si possono aprire. Questo è chiuso, chiuso. Chiuso. Quella mi sembra una base. Chiuso. Allora, tiriamo fuori. Mm.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Keep him quiet. Fornitura velocizzata. Prendiamo tutto. Questo è cibo.
Together. Don't mess with us. He took one down.
Buono, è andato giù come una pera. È andato giù come una pera sto bastardo. Oh. Vedi? Vai. Andiamo.
Nice.
Armatura, buono. Vediamo un po'. Cosa abbiamo trovato qui di interessante? Allora, munizioni. Munizioni. Guarda che abbiamo trovato un po' di robina, Allora, vediamo un po'. Allora, abbiamo trovato armatura militare 17. Vabbè, la mia attualmente questa quanto fa? 16. E la metto sulla mia militare, allora, questa qui. Questa la do alla mia nuova compagna di viaggio. Qui, questo cos'è? Allora, armi. Armi sempre una cacata. Quindi facciamo una bella roba. Modifica per armi da mischia, impugnatura mentre velocità di attacco. Questo non è male. Vediamo più avanti come fare a potenziare le robe. Questo cos'è? Componenti per armi. Componenti level per riparare le armi. Perfetto. Quindi adesso in effetti se io vado su opzioni e riparo, potrei ripararle. Boh. Si vedrà. Si vedrà. Intanto facciamo una bella roba. Allora, lei la cambio, che così è un po' deboluccia. Matura 7, ti do subito questa. Oh, così mi piace. Ora è bella cazzuta così. Andiamo a dare un'occhiata di sopra. Stazione spaziale. Sono pesanti. Boh. Basta. Terrazzo. Questa è chiusa. Da una parte è un po' interessante il gioco, è ancora all'inizio. Però non è malvagio. Non è malvagio.
That's gotta hurt. That's the last.
Diamo un'occhiata, vieni con me. Tizio mi sembrava particolare questo qua, forse. No. Trovo da vendere questa. Residente, è stato ammazzato. Fa vedere la pistola. Solo che la pistola questa qua ormai. Questa possiamo anche buttare via. Quella da vendere. Anche questo residente è morto così. Adesso vediamo un po'. Che cazzo di info. Centro comunitario. Andiamo a dare un'occhiata, vediamo che cazzo è successo là dentro. A sto punto. Viene da dire. Vediamo un po' che cazzo è successo. Vedere come siamo messi. Merda. Merda.
Yep. That's the last of them.
Vediamo tutto da sti bastardi. Cosa abbiamo? Tanto per cominciare. C'è l'assalto. Ok, adesso sì. Perfetto. Hacking, codifica. Ah, manca. Ci vuole l'hacking a 25, mi ci vuole. Merda. Ah, li ho buttati via. Ma che è chiuso. Andiamo a vedere su di sopra.
No problem. I'll head over.
Delle rovine, sti mobili. Questo prendiamo. Prendiamo.
Here we go. There's one. Doing all right?
Se abbiamo sistemati bene, dai. Raccogliamo. Questo è buono. Dove sta sto bastardo? Devo andare a vendere dopo tutta sta roba qui. Sotto sto ben di Dio tocca venderlo. Forza. Qui per terra non c'è un cazzo. Questa. Shower da sentinella. Qui. C'è d'assalto. Per cominciare. Vedi. Allora. Queste sono le sciabole. Ma. Sciabola sentinella 73. Danni al secondo. Com'è così basso quello lì? Minchia, bastone stordente, questo è bello. Interessante. Questo lo metto su. Mentre questo lo... Oh, la tipa, fa vedere. No, questo è buono il suo. Questa qui però... Darei un fucile d'assalto anche a lei. Darei... Vai. Fucile d'assalto si è a posto, ciccia. Ok, dai. Ho trovato anche l'armatura, no? Forse sì. Beh, roba del cazzo. Smantellare. Ah, ma io devo fare io il livello? Innanzitutto salviamo. Allora, lei deve fare il livello. Quindi... eh, ok, dai.
I'm going. Sure.
cazzo vuol dire?
I'm going. Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Va bene, dai.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time.
Andiamo avanti. C'è un distributore, vediamo cosa possiamo prendere. Cosa vende più che altro, vediamo. Va bene, fino a qui ci siamo. Ah, qui posso anche vendere, bene. Tra le elettrici pesanti, questo è interessante. Quanto mi viene a costare? 2,60. Posso vendere, Tanto per cominciare, iniziamo a vendere un po' di roba. Allora lì. Vendite. Boh. Ok. Questa la voglio. Mi spiace. Ma la picchio. Caschi come siamo messi? Vabbè. Perfetto, quello lo vendiamo, già che ci siamo. Allora, andiamo in vendita. Porca... Vabbè no. Mi sa che l'ermo non glielo posso dare alla tipa. Vedere, pistola. Mitragliatrice. Ok. munizioni a pizzeffa. Questa è sbagliata. Va bene. Dove c'è? Pulito. Da qui usciamo fuori invece. Andiamo a vedere su di sopra, non sono andato. Oh sì. Non la devo guardare. Va bene. Vedi, siamo arrivati in quell'altra stanza.
Clever.
Soccorso. Pacchetto 19. Ok. Parti per soldi. Bello. Roba nuova trovata. Interessante. Andiamo a vedere. Ora questo è quello di prima e siamo a posto. Non fa un cazzo. Questo qui. Questo bellino. Armatura. Questo fa cadere il cazzo. Questa armatura da vendere. Torro. Al secondo piano. Ok. Siamo anche a uscire. Perfetto. Posto. Si è fatto giorno. Allora. Andiamo avanti con la missione. Andiamo avanti. Come sono ispezionato tutto.
Great work!
Merda. Esamina. Cosa abbiamo qua? C'era il plasma. Ah, posso anche dormire, pensa te. Bene, qui. Drone da combattimento, andato. Questo qui è buono. Questo ci ha ammazzato. Non ce l'ha fatta. Non ce l'ha fatta, ragazzi. Andiamocene da qui. Andiamoci, madonna mia, che strage. Morto. Attacco di predoni. Arranda. Merda. Preso. Qui. Bruciata, bassa pressione. Prendiamo. Tocca entrare dentro quello lì. Però la missione è laggiù. È laggiù. Vediamo qua dentro cosa c'è. C'è da esplorare qui, Cazzo, vabbè. Unguento. Una saponetta, niente di che. Qui a posto. Qui a posto. Da dormire. Siamo già ok. Torna a fare buio. Io farei una dormita. Vediamo come funziona il fatto del dormire. Tanto raccogliamo questa roba. Sonno. Letto rilassante, fa scorrere il tempo. No, poi... Ok. Bello. Un po' di aurora boreale e via. Vedete? Chissà come funziona il fatto di lasciare il pianeta con la navicella. Sono curioso. Fatto sta che devo andare qua su. Ok. Non è illustrato. Cioè? Cazzo. Poi ci spostiamo rapidamente, dai. È già rapido. Posso fare. Allora, da qui... facciamo una volata, facciamo. Taglio da qui, lo faccio prima. Uh.
Here we go. We did it!
Minchia. Fatto abbastanza veloce. C'è un casco nel mezzo, sì. Bellino questo. Questo me lo butto su subito. Infatti sono stato un coglione a comprarci, non devo comprare attrezzature, tanto le trovo tutte, no? Vabbè. Che ci vuoi fare? C'è da ispezionare tutto. Uscire da caccia. Posto qua. controllato, pulito. Allora, vediamo. Dovrei trovare quel libro qua, no? Stando a quello che diceva il tizio. Ci diamo un'occhiata, vediamo se troviamo qualcosa. Ok. Beh. A proposito, ho degli schemi da imparare. Mhm. 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 Mm. Ok, andiamo a vedere se sta caverna. Mm. Mm. Facile. Quindi, da che parliamo? Mm. Tramite un trasporto. Che cazzo ci faccio questa roba? Niente. Magari ci qualcuno. Mm. E la caverna è qui. Andiamo a dare un'occhiata. Che c'è qua? Interessante. Interessante.
fast.
Bene. Questa l'abbiamo presa e la possiamo portare il tipo. Allora io già che ci sono. Facciamo anche un altro viaggio, facciamo. Salva. Siamo saliti di livello quindi. Ui.
Down they go!
Minchia. Allora, pensavo peso, minchia. Ah, allora. C'è anche un punto qui. Lo mettiamo. Questa cosa che ho messo? Robustezza, no. Negoziatore. A volte si vede come sono. Infliggi più danni quando siete solo, no? Questo non è male. Anche se questo dimostrazione di età. Vedete come- Viaggiatore. Ok, questo non è male, lo devo mettere. vediamo. A vedere. Guarda che al plasma ne ho 2, quindi scusa, la mia armatura è messa così di merda. 15? Si danneggiano troppo facilmente. Sbagliato.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this?
Money.
Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Va bene. Andiamo, dai. Mm. Va bene. Aspetta. Qui. Mm.
Can't do it.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Well, look at you, buzzing around the Aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful s far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. And imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can. What is it?
Non è lui. Posso rubare? No, però questo dopo è furto. Quindi niente, saltiamo. Allora. Purtroppo però non nascondiglio sul fiume. Devo controllare queste case. Allora, qui nella serra è controllativo. Intanto ne anda lei.
Oh, God.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice. The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Heads down. That's the last of them. I don't know anybody who ever came out this far. Easy.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them.
seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Good job.
always wanted to poke around in here. Keep him quiet. Quick. Nice one! The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. Here we go! Nice. Wow, you got that? Don't mess with me.
Processing.
Cut him off.
No, just leave me alone. Get away! Go away, Phantom! Go away, Phantom! You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig type. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repair. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Systems.
Incoming! That's the last of them. we do this, there's no going back. Three switches. That'll be easy enough. The last. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
In that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We have medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. I've got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
I know, I'm trying to think.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running.
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella.
I seen you wandering around here. Well, what I meant was you're Sorry, just... Fact is, I've been... I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. You ever...
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find... No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, I appreciate you going through. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those... Sure, I'd be... I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not... You know where to find me. I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back, and... You okay with this, Grace?
My fears are all settled. Thanks for helping me with Zoe.
Just give us some time to gather our personals.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
Back to the old cannery, huh?
Another day at the cannery.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Been eating nothing but salt tuna. Hey, you hear about Wilson?
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Go ahead. It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post. I wish you wouldn't say things like that. Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do. This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The company keeps us warm, keeps us fed, keeps us working. Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude. Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world. Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate. I appreciate what you've done for us. That's good enough for me. Adelaide and I have a history. Was unlikely she'd ever come back. But hope springs eternal. We are in your debt. I am authorizing you for a discount on all official Spacer's Choice products, courtesy of the people of Edgewater. By all means. Thomas Kemp? I remember him. Had to write him up for daydreaming a few too many times.
He tries real hard, Mr. Thompson. This is something he wants to do. That'll make him twice as good.
I will give him a chance to impress me. If he knows his way around a toolbox, I may have a place for him in the Holcomb workshop. This whole fiasco is not one I am keen on repeating. I was too hard on my own workers. I pushed them to their breaking point. Look, we're a small, poor town on some backwater corner of Terra 2. Only way we're surviving the coming years is by working together.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him. Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable.
Captain, I have detected that. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, eh? Up the ladders. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of flight capabilities. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.